Hey, it's me, Mini, and this is sketchbook tour number 7. So, the cover I used an old poster which I didn't want to throw out and used to cover it up. The back is not that fancy, but that's fine. So, I started this on July 1st and ended this in October. So this is when I was flying through sketchbooks. I was like filling up about 4 sketchbooks in a year. So I got a lot of mileage out of this era. And here are some goals. I remember not writing my goals in one of my sketchbooks and I felt a bit aimless. So I wrote the goals down to help me whenever I am stuck with the sketchbook. Oh, so this, I still like this a lot. Back then, I really wanted 2 styles. One was very cute and simplified and chibi, like this, and one which is more sultry and anime-esque. But throughout the years, I realized that that is not possible, and the natural way I draw is kind of cartoony. But I tried. Okay, this is really good, in my opinion. I was watching Yakitate Japan. So this is Pseudo Udo, and basically I was trying to show how you use animal things like tusks and other stuff as things for humans. Now, is this ethical? You have to ask him. That's all. So here's an old man. For me back then this was a big idea, but I never drew a finished piece about it, and that's how it is. And this is some blobs, color blobs on which you draw stuff. I didn't even finish it up. Okay. Yeah, more of that exploration. Notes, I do a con. Wanted to see how it lays. Some ink, sketch. This is when I was trying to change my comic people from blobs to plant people, where I wanted to show different emotions in the leaves. So if they were sick, I would draw wilted leaves and stuff like that. But then I later gave up on this idea. Oh, that's a bad drawing. I'm not going to show that. And some hands. This is when I got succulents for the first time and I really liked them, so I thought I'll make a piece out of it. Leaning tower of dishes because they were quite overdue at that time. And this is my charger. I still like drawings like this, simplistic drawings that mean something more. Some usual drawings, sketching, practicing a lot. I guess I was watching Harry Potter, the movies. So here I was trying to explore more for this idea. As you saw in the last sketchbook, I was really trying to rush myself into an art style, and here I was rushing myself into drawing very finished work. I wanted it to be perfect, and I was learning composition. And you can learn composition and everything, but you need practice to get better. You can't just expect, I'll learn a composition and my next piece will be very great. That's what I was thinking back here. Anyways, it didn't work out. The final sketch didn't work out. I thought it was not that great. I could show you my final piece. I have it in here. Just a second. So here it is. I think it's too saturated even for someone who liked saturated stuff back then. I mean, it's not that bad, but I don't like it. I like this one. I like the line quality of it. This is when I was watching Hunter x Hunter for the second time, and I had to draw this slut. What can I do? So this is when I was creating my original characters, and this is Bamboo. In simplest forms, I think he is a cyborg with rainbow teeth, and he can fly. This is also when I was trying to create my own art style, in which I use old textbooks of my dad with this kind of paper in it. So more of that old paper kind of idea. And this is supposed to be a piano keys for teeth. Here's a donut. I like the flow of these sketches too, but I think it's too soft for me. An old poster which I tried to use up, and here I was trying to use up my old oil pastels. I don't like using them, so I tried to use them up in my sketchbook somehow. I put leftover paint over here and I drew on top of it. I like this a lot. I also like these sketches, pencil sketches a lot. I love smooth buttery graphite a lot, but it smudges and I don't like smudgy art materials. I know you can use fixative, but I think that it still smudges overall, so I don't use it that often. So this is supposed to be a star, but we used to have these thread games as a kid and I used to be obsessed with that. I like the energy of this one a lot. So in summer, our household has a event sort of thing. So in summer there's abundance of mangoes and we try to make a pickle out of it and we call that avakaya. I thought I'll commemorate that with doodles. I like them. So here's that again. This is me behind no face. I decided to use up my kid markers and I drew women of color for that. And somehow Tumblr received this well, which is nice because I like it too. Some Tay-puns like Tay-pot and Tasty. And he's like, look at me. So this is where I was going with that art style. I was making things in rainbow gradient and slapping on an old page and making it look nice. So here's when I was trying to encapture my years in medicine. the first year, second year, what happened and all. Here I was reading books by Austin Kleon and I liked his hand lettering, so I tried to draw a journal page that felt like him. And here I was trying to learn lightning. I like him. I also like this kangaroo. So I wanted to draw someone with round shapes. So I wanted to draw someone with flower umbrella and flower glasses. So I made a flower, but I think it works well in 3D rather than 2D in my opinion. So I left it at that. So for this sketching I shifted to pen and I really like this chunky lines. I like this too. And Read with Cindy reposted this, so it got really popular back then and I was really happy with that because I was obsessed with her videos. More sketching. I was trying to draw all of this in a nice continuous line. So this is me and the phone rings. So when the phone rings, I dance instead of lifting the phone. Anyways, so this is more of that idea. I think this is more crowded and it doesn't work as well as this one. But anyways, so here I tried drawing it again. And this is Free the Nipple movement. I like the colors a lot. So looks like I have given up after year 1. Mainly because I couldn't remember most of the things that happened in a chronological order. So I left it at that. I like this. More learning. A lot of comics still, which is nice. I like her. Other people liked her too. More learning from Yakitate Japan because I think their art style is very humorous. So we have another Free the Nipple with an old lady without a blouse. So this is when I was making more finished pieces. I think I have a finished piece for this. There you go. This is me and my mom, and I like her tummy. More sketching for my ideas. This doesn't turn out well, so I left it at that. But I like the idea. And here's a mock-up, color mock-up. And here's the finished piece. I really like it. The flow of it is really good. And the gradient, I really like making gradients a lot. I was trying to make a character out of pomegranate and calling him or her Danny, because in Telugu pomegranate is Danima, Dani, Danny. I wanted to make that, but I felt it was not feasible, so I left it at that. Here's a dragon hair. I really like it. I like these eyes. This is a cute photo sequence. I'm waiting for a plant to grow, and when it grows, it shrivels up, so I'm sad. This is me trying to add more details to my character because I don't want it to be just a blob. And I like primaries a lot, so I thought I'll do that. And this is my mom. I thought I'll give her green hair because she likes the color green. So this is more finalized version of her. I give her green hair. This is the final piece too. Let's see if yeah. And my mom says let snacks be snacks, not dinner. So I thought it will be a nice quote. So this is me using her as a motorbike, and I'm saying vroom vroom. I'll show the final piece. I really like this too. Just using good paper makes your art feel better, in my opinion. Oh, I have this as a finished piece as well. This is supposed to be what's in my bag. My bag is a monster that burps out rainbow blobs. I was trying to make a strawberry and a train. This never came to fruition, but I think the other one did. I like this again. I like most of my finished pieces because I already pre-plan a lot of it, so they come out quite well by the end. If I pre-plan a lot, that is. This is me trying to be more abstract. I like both of them, to be honest. And I call this freckles, even though I don't have freckles a lot. I just wanted to see how it feels. So I gave her rainbow freckles. More of bamboo. And this is supposed to be a character that is ice cream based. But I didn't work on it that much, unfortunately. So this is where I wanted to make my own universe. And I named it Miniverse. And it houses all my characters and all my ideas. So I don't think I mentioned it here, but this world originates from the margins of your textbooks where you mindlessly doodle. And that's why the textbooks I used to make art with it. Cool concept, in my opinion. I retried doing that, but I failed again. I like this apple though. Okay, this is that one. And this is me trying different techniques. And here I was trying to write my name in Telugu because I wanted my art to have Telugu in it, but I can't write Telugu. So each time I want to include it in my art, I have to ask my mom for the spelling. Here I was trying to make carson of myself. So in happy mood it would be a gradient from yellow to turquoise, but it looks green. and in angry mode it would be a gradient from yellow to red, but it just looks orange, so I gave up on it. Also my eyebrows are not this thick, so it just didn't feel like me. So this is the reiteration of that freckles drawing, and here's someone with rainbow bindi. I like them as a duet. More exploration of techniques that I was doing here, and I tried doing something with foam but failed miserably, but that's okay. Some sketches I made outside. I could use this idea again. It's nice. Okay, looks like we are done. I personally like how I used my sketchbook as a sketchbook rather than an art book, which I was really struggling to do previously. I wanted everything to be perfect, so that's an improvement. Anyways, that's it. Okay, bye.